So this is Monica from ALMR College. I'm working as an assistant professor. So here I'm going to give an explanation on Python strings, which is going to be useful for your Critical Coding Coders contest, which is going to be held on the upcoming months. Okay. So without much further delay, let us go on to the topic. Yes, before going to the detailed session of strings, let us go on with the agenda of strings. So the first was going to be a values, followed by strings introduction. Then it is going to be operations on string. Then it is going to be string splices and immutability. Then it is going to be your built-in functions and modules. And finally, we'll be ending up with the escape sequences. So let us get on with the topic now. Yes, before getting inside the strings, let us know what is values. So values is nothing but, yeah, can be a letter or a name or a string. So it can be, you can give the examples for values like 2, 42.0 and hello. So all these are called as values, but each one seems to be different in some or the other way. So this is called as the data types. Okay, so each one is going to belong to a different data types. In that data types, you are going to have a subcategory strings, and we are going to see about the strings. Okay, so when we are moving to strings, so it is one of the subcategory under the sequences, which is very important data type. Okay, so let us move on to the strings now. Yes, so let us move on to the strings. So strings are nothing but the sequence of characters, so which is going to be enclosed within the quotation marks. Either the quotation marks can be of single quotes or double quotes or triple quotes. So this is the basic of strings, and the very important property you have to have in your mind is that strings are immutable. Immutable means you can't able to change it once you have created it. Okay, so that is the very important character of a string. Okay, so the next is going to be each individual character in the string can be accessed with the indexing operator. Okay, so it can be used with the help of subscript, can be also called as a subscript. So the range will be always from 0 to n minus 1, where n is your length of the string. Okay, so it always starts from 0 to n minus 1, and the n is going to be supposed to be your length of your string. Okay, so next one, so the subscript which you are using should be always positive or a negative number, but it should not be a 0. So this is a very important thing you have to have in your mind. Okay, so let us go on to the next slide. So now, as I said you before, the strings can be represented by single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes. Okay, let us go with the example. So if you are just giving the A is equal, A is my string name, which is followed with the equal operator, equal sign, and I'm going to give my string. So you can give your string like within a single quote, or it can be of like this, or also can be of like this. So all the three ways you can able to represent your strings, but it should be represented within the quotation marks. That is a very mandatory part in your strings. Okay, so let us move on to the operations of the string. Okay, so there are 5 major operations when you are talking about the string. Those are indexing, slicing, concatenation, repetition, membership. Let us see one by one. Okay. Yes, getting on to the first operation of string, the first one is going to be indexing. So as I said you before, the indexing can be of positive as well as negative. Okay, but it can't be of 0. That is the one which you have to have in your mind. And indexing generally refers to the, you are going to fetch the individual character by your index values. And the very important thing is that you have to specify your index value only as an integer. It can't be of any other data types. The indexing values can be represented. So only with the integer data type you can represent your index values. Okay. So when you are moving from positive index, so it always starts from 0, 1 followed by the numbers and goes on. Okay. And when it is going for the negative index, it starts from -1, -2, and the last before character is going to be -3, and it just goes on. So just have it in your mind that positive indexing starts from left and it goes to right, and the negative indexing starts from right and goes towards the left. Okay, so this is the concept about positive and negative indexing. So the one thing you have to have it in your mind, indexing should be always done with the integer data type. That is only with the proper integer numbers. Okay, so let us go on with the example over here. So I have just created a string with the name A, and it is going to be followed with the equal sign, and I'm going to give my string values, the values elements I'm going to give it inside with the quotation, double quotation I'm using over here. Okay, so before going to it, so you can able to perform all the string operation, basic string operation in your interactive method. Okay, so this command prompt, so you can able to use all these things in your basic interactive method itself. It's not matter that you have to use in script mode. Okay, so here I'm going to give an string with the name hello, and I'm going to just print it off. So I'm going to get my index value. I'm just going to print. I'm going to type it as print, and I'm going to open the parenthesis. Inside that, I'm going to give my string name, and then close. In your square brackets, I'm going to give which index value I have to access. Suppose a of 0. So this is your string name. So a of 0. So this refers to the value h. So here I can able to access the index value is 0 and I got the value output as h. In a similar way, you can able to get your negative indexing also. So same thing, I'm going to print it over here. Print, you're going to give your string name a. You're going to give it over here, and with the square brackets, I'm going to give my negative index value. So I'm going to give here as -1. So which means that -1, the value for this will be O. So I have received the output as O. So can you able to understand, children? So this is the process of how the positive indexing and negative indexing has been categorized. Okay, so always the individual characters you are going to access within the square brackets along with your string name. So this is the format of indexing. Let us go on to the next slide. Yes, fine. So as I said you before, indexing has been the first operation of string followed by the slicing. Okay. So now we'll go on with the slicing operation. Slicing is nothing but you are going to get some range of substring from the main one. You are going to get a segment of string that is called as slicing. So usually slicing will be done with the help of slice operator. You can say it as a slice operator. Hence the name slicing arrived. Okay, so you can able to give your slicing with an, two operators or 2 points. Okay, the start point and the end point enclosed within the square brackets. You can within the square brackets you have to enclose with the start point and end point, which is going to be separated with the colon. So this is the format how you are going to give your slicing operation. Yes, this is how you will be performing your slicing operation. Let us go with on 3 basic examples for slicing operation. So the first one you are going to give both the values, that is the start value as well as your end value, which is going to be separated with the comma. Okay, so initially we have just created a string with the name. Yes, fine. So the next operation in your string is going to be a slicing operation. Slicing nothing but you are going to extract the range of characters, or you can able to get your substring from the main string. So this is useful for getting your sequence of characters. So indexing is only useful for getting your accessing your individual characters, whereas in slicing you can able to get your sequence of characters. This is the basic difference between indexing and slicing. So for this slicing you will be using a start value. So for slicing you will be using the start value. Yes. So for using this slicing operation, that is, you'll be using the start value followed by the colon, and you'll be ending with your end value, which is going to be enclosed within your square bracket. This is the format how will be representing your slicing operation. Okay. So this start value, this is going to be a start value, and this is going to be an end value, which is going to be separated with the colon. So slicing operator means you have to use the colon over there. Okay. So let us go on with the basic 3 examples. Yeah. Yes, fine. So this is going to be my string. So I'm going to create a hello, and my string name is going to be a over here. So here I'm going to use the slicing operator. Okay, so as everyone knows, so HALLO, so a is your string name. Yes, this is going to be a positive index. So where it starts, just guess it off. So 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is the basic indexing for the above string. Okay, and your negative indexing. So I'm just representing it as NI. Okay, so negative indexing starts from right. Okay, so -1, -2, -3, -4, and it just goes on until the string ends. Okay, so let us go with the positive indexing here. So here I'm going to give the start value and end value. So print. So I'm just going to open it over here, this, and I'm going to give the string name over here, and I'm going to represent the slice over here. So I'm going to give. So let us go on with the. I want the hell, HALL. So how I can give? So from 0 I can start. It goes on 1, 2, 3. But I have to give the enter the 4th value. Okay. So 0 colon 4. Why I'm giving 4 instead of 3? Because our subscript, it follows the rule like, so 0 to n minus 1. Okay, so from the total, you have to give the extra one index value so that it just moves towards the left and just compresses off. So I'm going to give it to 0 to 4 over here. So it ends with 3. 0, 1, 2, 1, 3. So yeah, you can get the answer. You can get the answer. HE HELL. So this is the answer you'll be getting for the slicing operator 0 to 4. In the same way, we can use it for the other two operations. So I'm going to give it over here, print A. So here I'm not going to give the start value. Let us see how it is going to perform. So just I'm going to give the n value. So here I'm going to give the last n value as 3 over here. So I have to get the values HEL. So this is the concept. So if I'm not going to specify any values in the starting, so defaultly the thing will start from the beginning. The index will start from the beginning. So here I'll be getting the answer HEL, because I have stopped till 4, the n value is going to be 3. So before 3, it stops till 2. So this is the concept where I'm going to have it. So next thing, so in this I am not specified my beginning value. Let us go on with the next thing. I'm not going to specify my n value. Let us see how it is going to come. So here I have specified my starting value, whereas ending value I'm not going to specify. I'm just simply closing with the square brackets. If I'm not doing it so it starts from the beginning. So index value I have given out to over here is 0. So it starts from 0, but if I'm not going to specify any end value, it goes till the last. So this is the concept where the start value and end value are going to play a role. Okay. So if I'm not going to give anything, so what will print over here? So the complete since the index starts from 0, HELLO. If I'm not going to specify anything in the end value, it goes till last, till the complete form of string. So this is the way how we will be having the strings. Yes, fine. So as I said you before, so this is the slicing. Just we have discussed now. So what is slicing? So this is the operators which I have used before. So this is going to be a start value and this is the end value, and the 3 examples which I have just seen just now is going to be represented over here. So let us move on to the next operation, that is concatenation. Okay, so concatenation is nothing but you are going to add two strings. Basically, when you are going to do it, so if I'm going to give like this, so what will happen? So generally, the arithmetic operator is going to be placed in the middle, and two integer values are going to be added, and you will be getting the value 8. So this is the output you will be getting for the above operation. But the same thing if you are going to do with the help of strings. If I'm going to do the same thing with the help of strings, I'm going to give the values. So we have completed our index operation and slicing operation. Next, let us move on to the concatenation operation. Concatenation is nothing but your plus operator, using a plus operator. But the thing is that where you are going to use it. If you are going to use it between the integers, the values get added. But if you are going to get used in the string, a different operator gets done. Okay. So let us go on to the example. I'm going to use in the integer type. So see here, I'm just giving the values over here. So just empty values. Listen over here properly, children. So I'm going to give the value 5 and it is going to be 3. So both are going to be added. I'm going to use the arithmetic operator over here. So see here, it's added and the output you will be getting 8. But the same thing if you're going to give in string format. So that is 5 plus 3, but here I am going to use within the quotation. So this is the main thing where I am going to use the concatenation operation. So I am going to give here within the quotation. So see here in such way, so just the values get added up. It's not going to be used like the previous one. Okay, the values just get added, just put together, merged together, and you'll be getting the output. Okay, can you able to see the difference, children? So in the above thing, it gets completely added, and here it has got just merged. So this is the difference between when you are using the arithmetic operator between an integer type and a string type. Okay, and when you are going to give the string values, you will be specifying the quotation marks over there. So this is the example which is given already. So A, this is a string which you have the save as your string value element, and this is in the B string you are having the earth. So I am going to perform my concatenation over here where you can add A plus B and you will get save earth. Okay, can you able to understand, children? So this is the process, very simple operation in the string concatenation. Okay. So next, followed by concatenation is going to be a repetition operation. This is also absolutely easy. Just you are going to multiply your strings with number of times you are going to specify. Okay. So here I am going to use the multiplication. That is, this is the operator you will be using for repetitions. Okay. So I'm just what I'm going to do. Here I'm going to declare my string name. I'm going to give it as A with the name Malar. Okay. So here I'm going to print it off. So 3 times into A. That is a string name. This string has to be printed 3 times. Okay, so here what I'm receiving. So Malar, Malar, Malar. So you have got it 3 times. So this is the format of repetition. Let us go on with the next and last operation in string, that is going to be your membership. Membership is nothing but you're going to check your values. You're going to check your elements. Is going to be present in the string or not. That is in and not in. So two properties is going to be there in our membership. One is going to be in and the other one is going to be a not in. So if it's going to be present, you'll be getting the answer as true, and if it's not going to be present, you'll be getting as the answer as false. That's a Boolean conditions. You're going to check it over with the membership. Okay. So here I'm going to declare my string and I'm going to give the name as good morning. Okay. So here under that I'm just going to check. Just see here carefully. So I'm going to check whether my M, the element M. Okay. Character M is going to be present in the yes string. Okay, so if it's present, what is the answer it will display? It's going to check the Boolean condition and the answer will be displayed as true. Same thing I'm going to check if A is not, already I'm declaring in the negative way. So A is not in S, I'm going to, in the string, the value A, the element A is not going to be present. So in such case, also it's going to be true because I'm already stating that not in, it's not in yes. So these are the both properties which we'll be using in the membership. So we have just seen the indexing, then it is going to be slicing, concatenation and repetition and membership. These are the major 5 operations which you'll be seeing in your slicing. Okay, so let us go on to the next slide. Yes, so as I said before, slicing. So this keeps on coming. So the process of slicing is that the process of extracting the substring from the string is called as slicing. So we have just gone with the examples of these 3, and the one major thing which we can do in the string is that reversing the string. Okay, the slicing, using of slicing operator, we can able to reverse a string color. Can I say how is the syntax going to work out? Let's see here. So if I'm going to give A is equal to hello, so I can able to reverse it. So let's see, print A of, so if I'm going to use double colon and I'm going to use the -1 from the last. So if I'm going to use this syntax, you can able to reverse your string. So what are the thing I'm going to use it here? Colon, colon, -1. So it starts from the right side and ends to the left. Okay, so the answer you'll be getting it as, so what is the answer you'll be getting? This guess it. So OLLENH. So this is the answer you can able to get for using the reverse syntax. Okay. So let us go on with the next thing is immutability. So I already told you can't able to. So I already told you can't able to change your string once you have created it. Okay. So you can able to update some of the operations, but you can able to reassign in some other location with the same name. But the created string is not going to be changeable. So this is a very important property you have to have in your mind when you are going to use your string operations. Okay. So you'll be using. So thus you can't able to get your fetch your value through the square operator in the string. Okay. Yes, so let us see the examples how you can able to say how the immutability is going to work out. Okay, so here I'm going to just give it the element assignment. I'm trying to assign an element over here. Let us see whether it's working or not. Okay, so A is going to be a string name and it is going to have a name called Python. Okay, so here what I'm doing, so A, so I'm going to get the index value. I'm going to take the index value. So initially the A of 0 is going to be P. So the first index value, it should be P. So I'm trying to update it. X. I'm trying to update it as X. Let us see whether it is output is coming or not. So here you will not be able to get the output since the string object does not support the element assignment. You can't assign the elements specifically. Okay. So next is going to be element deletion. Okay. So in element or deletion also you can't able to do. So particularly, so A is equal to Python as stated here. So the value of A of 0 is going to be P. So each element you can't able to delete the element individually. You can able to delete the string completely, but individually you can't able to delete your elements. So this operation also found to be failed. Okay, so next is going to be delete a string. This can be operated. Okay, so you can give a string name followed by the elements in the string, and you can do the perform the operation delete. So what will happen? The completed string will be deleted. Again, if you're typing, if you want to get again, if you want to get the string value and you're going to type it print A, you can't able to get the. Yes, fine. So far we have just seen the element assignment and element deletion. So next is going to be you're going to delete your string completely. So in such case, it is going to be working off. Okay. So you are going to create a string A and you're going to give the value for string as Python. Okay. So next you are going to del A. Del A means it is a method where you're going to completely delete your string. So after I'm deleting, I'm just going to type it as print A. Let me check it off whether it's going to be coming or not. Okay, so now the output is going to come as name error because we have already deleted the string. But after that, if you are going to print it as A, print A means the string is not going to be available. So you got the output as name error. So these are the three basic operations which can see that string is going to be immutable. Okay. So let us go on to the next slide. So now we'll see about the built-in functions and methods. So what is built-in functions? So these are nothing but the predefined functions and methods which is going to be present in your packages. So you don't need to create it individually or don't need to create it separately each time when you're running your programs. Okay, so these methods are very helpful for us to update your strings in various ways. Let us see one by one how it is going to be helpful. And the main syntax you have to, if you're going to use a method, you have the syntax to be followed. So first is going to be a string name. You have to specify your string name and should be followed by a colon dot operator, and it should be followed with the method, which method you are going to follow in this operations. Okay, so first is going to be your capitalize. Let us see capitalize. So here I'm going to give my, so let us take my, so my string as A. This is a string name and I'm going to give it as happy birthday. So here I'm going to give it in the lowercase. Let us see how it is going to change it off. Okay. So this is my string name over here and I'm going to give it as happy birthday, which all the cases are going to be lowercase. Let us see how this capitalize is going to work. So what I told you before, the string name should be initial. It should be starting the initial. So here my string name is going to be A. So A dot. And what is the method I'm going to follow over here? Capitalize. I'm going to capitalize. So what is the use of capitalize? So what will happen in the complete string, it is going to capitalize the first letter. Okay. So here what you can able to see, here I have given in the lowercase, but you can able to see it has been changed into the uppercase. So this is the format how we can able to use the capitalize method. Okay, so second is going to be upper means generally you know that uppercase and lowercase. Okay, same thing you are going to perform over here also. So here what is the, how I'm going to access it? A is your string name followed by dot operator and upper. So what will happen, all the values, all the elements inside the string will change into your uppercase. Okay, so see, you can able to see the answer over here. And then next one is going to be your lower. So what is lower? You might have known by this time. So lower is nothing but your the complete string, the complete elements in your string will change into a lowercase. Okay. So here it is default. It is going to be a happy birthday. So next what will happen? It is going to change. We are using a string name dot operator on your lower. So the completely it is going to change into your lowercase. Okay. So this is the, yes. So let us move on to the next slide. Yes, followed by the three methods, we'll go on with the remaining also. So next is going to be title. So just guess, there's a small difference between a capitalized method and a title method. So the first is going to be capitalized. What I told, so if it's going to be happy birthday, so this is my string. Yeah, yeah. So this is my string which I've created. This is the original string. So now I have used the capitalized method. So what will happen? Only the first element in your list will change as H. The lowercase of H has been changed into uppercase in your capitalized method. Whereas in title, what will happen? In each and every word, the initial word will be changed into uppercase. So in the capitalized method, only the out of an entire string, only the first letter will be changed into uppercase. And in title method, every word, in each and every word, it is going to change into your uppercase. So this is the difference, basic difference between a title and capitalized. This is a small thing, but you have to have it remembered properly. Next is going to be a swap case. Swap case means what? Just swapping means you are going to change it. That's the meaning of swap case. So if it's going to be given in the uppercase, what will happen? Completely will change into lowercase and vice versa. So see what you have created. So it will be always accessing from the original list, not from the pre existing one. So this is my original list. So initially I have given A is equal to happy birthday. So it is completely changed into the case have been completely changed and the output you have received it as happy birthday in your uppercase. Okay. So next is going to be center. If you are going to specify your word or a string in the middle of your page. Okay. So then and there also you can able to use. But I have to use the two parameters for that. One is going to be a width and the other is going to be a fill character. Okay, so I'm going to use the width. Suppose my width is going to be 19 over here and I'm going to fill the character with star. Okay, so what will happen? So Can we count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Even the empty space will be counted over there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. So out of 19, 19 is going to be your width, and in the center it is going to be printed as happy birthday over here, and the remaining gap, remaining spaces will be filled with your desired characters. Okay, so here I have used a star, so the remaining space have been filled it with the star over there, that is asterisk over there. Okay, so next let us move on to the counter. Count is nothing but the how many words, the word which are specified, how many times it is going to present in the string. So here happy is going to stop substring which I'm specifying. I'm going to check it out in the original list. So here happy birthday is going to be present only once, so the answer came here as once, one. Okay, so the next one is last one is going to be your replace is nothing but you have to change from the certain string to other one. Okay, so let us see how it is going to work. So first you have to give your old string which you are using element, and you will be specifying a new also that will be going to be changed and coming. So a dot replace is the method you are using, and this is going to be happy. So initially I have used this I'm going to change it off. So happy I'm going to give, this is the old one which I have created lastly, and this one I have to change into wish you happy. Can you able to see the difference? This is the old one which have been specified over here, and this is a new one which I tend to change it. Okay, so what is the output you are having here? So wish you happy birthday. So using the replace method you can able to change your string. Yes, and the last is going to be a join. Join is nothing but you will be using the hyphen over here, and you will be separated the things. So the elements, each and every elements will be separated, and it is going to be used with the help of hyphen. You are going to join in this way. So this is the main thing, how the join is going to work out here. Okay, so till this we have just modified. We have just modified the various strings into our desired conditions. Let us now go on with the things like we are going to check whether this has been modified or not. This is like checking. So for this one, we will be having a thing called is. Okay, this is the place where I'm going to use the is upper, means I'm going to check whether this is going to be present or not. Okay, so here what is the upper means I'm going to check whether the string is going to be uppercase or lowercase. Okay, here I'm checking a dot is upper. So I'm checking whether the string is going to be in uppercase. So here what is the string I have created, happy birthday. So it is going to be uppercase. No, it's going to be in lowercase. So what is the answer I'm receiving over here? False. And here, so same thing. So I'm going to check whether my string is going to be in lowercase. Okay. So what will happen? So it is going to be checking over here. So here I have created a list. String, which is going to be obviously in the lowercase. So the answer, the condition is being checked, and the answer you have received it as true. Okay. So next is going to be alpha. Similarly, so as upper and lower, these are the various things where you can able to check the various conditions. So this is going to be checking the alphabets. So if the alphabets is going to be present in the string or not. This is going to be both the alphabets and numeric is alphanumeric. Okay, next digits means numbers, and the next is going to be space, whether any space is going to be present in your string or not, and the last is going to be is your string is going to have the title or not. Okay, title means in each and every word the first letter should be in capital, that is called as title. So all these are the condition checking methods in your string. So next, these are also the things where it is going to be. So whether it is going to start with the substring, ends with the substring, and you are going to find your substring. So this finding of substring is similar to the previous one. Yes, count. Here you are going to count the substring, how many substrings are going to present, and here you are going to find out your substring whether it is going to be there or not. Okay, so there is a difference between find and count. And the last one, which is going to be very important, these are the three methods which is very important in this thing. That is len. Okay, so if it's going to be a is equal to happy birthday. So I'm giving a space over there, just have it in your mind. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes. Yes, fine. So we have just seen the conditions over there. Then the last comes here. Whether my substring is going to start with or ends with, or you are going to find the substring. So these are the main things where you can use over here. So H is going to be started or not, Y is going to be the ending thing. So in her happy birthday, H is the starting element, so it is going to be true over here. Here it also ends with the, in the string happy birthday, Y is the last element, so it is going to be true over here. So I'm just going to find whether happy is there or not. So it is going to present it at 0, that is yes, fine. So we have just seen the various various conditional methods in the string. So now let us go on with the finding whether your substring is going to be present or not. Okay. So first is going to be the substring. Your substring is going to starts with that method we are going to use over here. So H, I'm just checking in your string. H is going to, I mean your string is going to start with the substring H. So it is going to be true. I'm just the answer came here. Next is going to be whether it is going to be end with the letter that is a substring Y. So this also is going to be correct, and you got the answer here. So I'm just going to use over the method find over here. So where you can specify your methods, specify your substring, and you can able to find whether it is available or not. So the next is going to be a last three methods is going to be very useful, where you can repeatedly used in various conditions. Okay, so first is going to be you are going to find the length of your string. So here this is a string, so you should not calculate this quotations. Okay, should not count this quotation. Without this you will be counting it. So H 1 2 3 4 5, even the white space will be counted 6 7 8 9 10 11 13 14. So totally you have got the 30 I mean 14 is the length you have got it over here. And next I'm going to find the min of A and max of A. Okay, so min is nothing but if it's going to be the empty spaces, it's going to count the minimum element. Okay, so here I'm getting the minimum element as the empty space, and for the max I'm getting the in alphabetical order. Y is the last element in this string, so Y have got the for the max. So these are the basic methods which we'll be using very repeatedly for using the strings. Let us go on with the modules. So, as I said you, the methods, so same way module is very useful for you. So module is nothing but a file which is going to contain your definitions, functions and the statements. Okay, so same thing as like files, as like method, you can able to get this modules, you can able to import these modules, and you can able to do various operations in your programs. Okay, let us see how it is going to be useful. Yes, so I have given a set of examples over here. So what is the syntax for getting a module? So in methods, what is the syntax? So string name dot your method. What method you are going to perform over here. So same here. So what I'm going to do over here. So before doing that, I'm going to import the module name. So suppose if string is going to be your module name, first I'm going to import it. Then I'm going to use the various operations using this module. So inside this module, various methods have been present over there, and I'm going to use it over here. The first one is going to be a punctuation. So what I'm going to give, I have just imported the module. I have just imported the module string, and within that I'm just going to find out the various methods. So print string dot punctuation. So what is the output I'm going to get over here? The various punctuation which is available can be displayed as the output. Next is going to be digits. You can just see over here the complete digits 0 to 9 has been displayed over here. Next is going to be what? Printable. So what are the various characters, whether it's alphabets or numbers or punctuations, all together it is going to be printed over here. Can you able to see, children? So next is going to be a capital words, I mean cap words. So in this you are going to give a substring over here, happy and birthday. Yeah, happy and birthday. So what will happen? It is going to capitalize the word over here. So H is going to be turned into uppercase. So this is a way how we will be using the cap words. In methods also we have used the same thing, but with the method called as capitalize. Hope you remember that. Capitalize. Here we are using in models also we can able to use the cap words. Both things are going to be same only. So next is going to be a hex digit. Hex digit means you always know that. So it starts from 0 and ends till 50. Okay. So the complete thing you have got it over here, and oct digits means 8. So you have got it from 0 to 7. The complete length is going to be 8. Hope you can able to get how to use the module. Module is nothing but you have to import your module, and inside the module you'll be using the various methods. Okay. So next move on to the escape sequences. Escape sequence is nothing but if you are going to give a string, suppose happy birthday Ram. So if I want to give like this, yes. So let us move on to the escape sequences. So escape sequence is nothing but using a backslash. But why we have to use this backslash? let us see how it is going to perform. Okay, so here I'm going to give the happy birthday. I want to specify happy birthday to Ram. So already if there are quotation, double quotations, I have used it over here, but I have to use it like this. So in such case, what will happen if I'm going to use it over here, specifically if I'm going to specify Ram within the quotations, can I use it in the same format when you are declaring the string? Absolutely no, it is going to be illegal if you are using like that. Okay, so what can I use it? I have to use this double quotation to specify, to enhance the name called Ram. But how can I do it? I can use it with the help of backslash. Same thing, you can able to write it over here. So just look at. So happy birthday. So what I'm going to use it over here? I'm going to use a backslash and I'm going to give the double quotation. So I'm going to write my name. And for the ending also you'll be using backslash, double quotation, and like this. So what will happen? This escape sequence, using this escape sequence, this completer is going to be different. Okay, so this is different. This double quotation is different. This completer is treated as different, and the output will be displayed as such. So happy birthday. Ram. Without any disturbance, you got the output over here. So in the same place, if I'm going to use a single quotation, you can use the backslash as single quotation, or in other way also you can able to use. So if I'm going to use a single quotation, so here I can use the double quotation. So then there will not be any disturbance. But both the cases, if you are going to use a double quotation, then you have to use definitely the backslash before the before giving your double quotations inside that. Okay. So this is for your how we are going to use the backslash, and you can able to split and give your answer also. Like I'm going to give your hi, hello. So this, instead of single line, I have to get in the two lines. So what I can able to do? So instead of giving like that, you can give it like hi backslash n represents a new line, and I'm going to give it like this. Means what will be the output you will get? So hi, hello. I'll get in the next line. So this is the process how we can able to use your escape sequence. In this we are using the backslash. Okay, so slash is going to be used for new line, and double slash is going to use for the, so I have to use the backslash over here. Means, so generally you can't able to use it. So if you want to get like this output, so what I'll be printing over here, hi double slash backslash, and again I'll be doing it over here. Okay, so in this case you can able to get the output like this. Yeah, so same thing for single quotes, double quotes, and tab space. Tab means you can give it like the, see over here, you can give hi slash t and hello. So what is happening? You got a space over here. Your tab space has been created over here, and you got the output. Okay, so last is going to be ASCII bell. So same thing you will be getting over here for it. Okay, so this is a thing how we are going to use your escape sequences. Yes, my children, the thing have got ended. So this is a complete introduction about the string. If you have further queries, you can ask me, and we'll see in the demo session how it is going to be working out. Thank you so much.
So guys, we have just seen about the detailed section of strings. Let us move on to the demo session. So I am just here going to use the single quotes, double quotes, and triple quotes. Let us see how I'm just going to use it off. Okay, so I'm just creating a string with the name k, and I'm going to give the values as hello. Okay, so let me just print it off. Print k. So you got the value hello. Okay, over there. So similarly, I'm going to create with the single quotes. Okay, so here I'm going to create the same string with the single quotes. So here also you got the when I'm going to get printed over here k. So I got the value, same thing. So whether it is single or double quotes, you will be getting the values, and also the same thing for triple quotes also. So even if you are using the triple quotes, you will get the same value as such. Okay, so print k. Yeah, you got the things. So now you know how you are going to use the strings with the help of quotation marks. Okay, so let us move on to the next thing, is called indexing. Okay, so before moving to the indexing, let us going to assign the value. Okay, so this is going to be your name of your string, and this is going to be assignment to operate. With that, you're going to assign your value. So string, this is my hello. So this is my string name. Okay, so I'm going to give the value for the string name k, hello. So let us see whether you can able to index it. Okay, so I'm going to for k, so like I'm going to print the value, first index value of string k. Okay, so here I'm going to open it. Inside it I'm just going to give the first index value. For specifying it, I'm going to open the square brackets and I'm just going to close the square bracket. As I'm going to get the first index value, I'm going to give the 0. Okay, let us see what is the answer you are getting. So h you got. So similarly you can give it for, can get any of your index value, single index value. You can get the single character using your index value. Okay, yeah, you got the second position 0, 1 and 2. So the L position you got, I mean second position, second index value, you got the L as your answer. So but same thing if you're going to try it for k of 7. So our range is not there, it is out of range. Let's see what's the answer you are getting. So you are getting an error for that. So this is the way within the range you have to perform your indexing for getting your values. Okay, so let us now go for the second operation, slicing. Okay, so before going to slicing, let me say that, can you able to get your update your string. So here I'm going to give the value of k is equal to hi. So now I'm going to, with the help of index value, I'll check whether I can update it. Okay, so k of 0 is equal to j. I'm just going to change my h as j. Okay, I'll just see whether I can do it. So what is the thing you are getting? You will be getting error because you can't able to change your index value. You can just access it, but you can't able to update it. Okay, so this is the main property of a string. Okay, so now we'll go on with the slicing. Okay, so slicing operator is nothing but you're going to extract a piece of substring from the main one. Okay, so this is done with the help of a colon. So let us go with the example. So k is equal to hello. So what I'm going to give here, print k of 0:3. Let me close it off as like same of index value, but here you are going to give the start value and the stop value. So I got the, so 0 is your h, 1 is your e, and L is going to be your second index value. As by the concept, as by the property, 0 to n minus 1 is the slicing concept. So same thing you have got it over here. So now I will see whether if I'm not going to initialize my first value, will I get the output or not. Okay, so same thing I'm going to print it over here. But the only thing is going to be, I'm not going to specify my start value. Okay, simply I'm going to give the colon and I'm going to end it off. So now also I'm going to get my value. Okay, I can able to access my value, though I'm not going to give my start value. Similarly, end value also, if you're not going to give the end value, it will defaultly take the last value and it is going to give us the output. So 2 colon, I'm going to just close it and I'm going to get the output. So if the index value starts from 2 and it extends and the value, you got the output over there. So this is the concept of slicing. We can also use the negative slicing also. So I'm just going to give the same thing. So I'm going to get that. Let's see. So inside it, I'm going to give the colon of -1. I'm just going to close it. So let's see. So here you got it. So -1 means, so from last you are going to get it over there and the values are going to be printed over here. So you can also reverse a string completely. So let's see how it is done. So print k of, print k. So inside the square brackets you can give double colon. So you can use the double colon and you can use -1. Okay, for reversing a string completely. So my string name is hello and let me see what is the output you are going to. So completely it is going to be reversed with the help of using double colons. With the use of double colons you got the reversing of string completely. So slicing concept is done. We'll go for the concatenation. Okay, so already I have just created a string k with the name hello. Let us create another string with the name j is equal to hi. So what I'm going to do here, concatenation is just adding the two strings. Okay, so here print k plus j. So I got the hello hi. So instead I want the gap, I want a space, white space between them. Means what I'll do, so print k plus I'm going to use the double quotation in between space, and I'm going to have this and change. Okay, so nothing, I'm just going to add it along with the white space in between the quotation, double quotation. So I'm going to press it, so you got the space in between hello and hi. Okay, so this is all about your concatenation. Just you are going to add it up. Repetition also similar, so where you will be typing how many times you want to repeat your string values. Okay, so 3 times I have to repeat my string name k. Okay, k is going to have your value hello, so 3 times I want to get my value hello, so you got it. So this is all about your strings and your string concatenation, repetition, everything is got over. So let us not go on with the membership. Yes, now let us go on with the membership. So membership basically we'll just check it off. Okay, so I'm just going to check. So print, so inside using the single quotation I'm going to check h in k. So I'm just going to check the alphabet string character h is going to be there present in the string k. Yes, it's going to be here. Since it's going to have hello, h is going to be there, so you got the answer. So similarly I'm going to check. Let us check with another thing. Print m in k. So by default we know that m is not there. Let us check whether it is going to be coming as false or true. So it came false, exactly. So now I'm going to initialize my condition with the negative way. Okay, so I'm going to check m, I'm already declaring it not in k. So these are the two things which we have to remember. One membership property is going to be in and another one is not in. So initially I have given the assertive way and now I am going to give in the negative way. So I have already said it is not there, so it's become true. So the basic operation we have completed in the slicing, or I mean strings. Okay, so guys, we have just completed about the basic operations in string, which is very important for you to practice. So have a basic session and just practice over this. So we'll just see in the next. If you have any doubts, we'll just discuss it in later session. Thank you.